this, really good for us. I mean, I'm happy that he continues to do this because Jamal is such a turn off to everyone, you know. The more he does this, the more that I think people are turned off by Jamal, and I think he's out of control. Before I even respond to that, I think he's really out of control. Dato Sri Najib cannot control him, No Omar cannot control him, you know. It's very good for us, especially doing that. Of course, the whole thing is not correct, inaccurate. In fact, I can sue him for doing that if I want to, you know. But I just got a lot of messages on the Facebook saying about how he didn't pay people salary and so on, so he doesn't have money, at least not his money again. So I wouldn't do that. Because Datuk Sri Sharizat basically withdrew a suit against me which she filed in 2012. She filed a legal suit and she withdrew. The subject of the legal suit brought by her husband, Datuk Sri Saleh, was actually not about Wan Menerong or all the Singapore punya condo and so on. It's not at all about the car, it's not at all about the Lembu condo and so on. It is on one very particular, very specific transaction, which was the purchase of 8 properties in Eco-City. And even then, the judgment of which we are appealing revolves around, among other things, but primarily to my understanding, revolve around the meaning of the word menyeleweng. Because I say that wang NFC telah diseleweng and so on and so forth. The judge ruled that menyeleweng denotes a negative connotation that implies basically fraud, and he felt that as far as the transactions of the 8 properties were concerned, no fraud was proven. You know? Of course, if you go and check Kamus Dewan, the word menyeleweng, seleweng, the first meaning of word seleweng is that putting something where it is not supposed to be, or redirecting something to something else. That was the meaning and the context of what I said in that statement. When I said that wang NFC telah diselewengkan, I meant that basically yang sepatutnya digunakan untuk lembu tetapi telah digunakan untuk beli property and so on and so forth. So it's actually revolved around that mostly, which of course is subject of the appeal, and I shouldn't comment much further than that, because, you know, let us take this through to court. Of course we will challenge and we will present our case and interpretation that if the crux of the issue is seleweng denotes fraud on Saleh's part for that particular transaction. So that means that up until today, nothing whatsoever shows that my revelations about NFC, by and large, how the money was used to buy Wan Menerong, to invest in Singapore, and to buy cars and lands, none of that were ever challenged by Datuk Sri Saleh and Sharizat herself. You know, I don't want to drag it any further because I think the whole world knows. And perhaps what people don't really understand is why the legal suit brought by Datuk Sri Saleh was allowed in High Court, because not many people would have gone into the details to understand that it revolved around, you know, seleweng, whether that's fraud or not, you know. But beyond that, I think let Jamal does that. The more Jamal does that, I think the more people will give money to invoke out of hatred for Jamal, you know. And it's good. If we have 3 Jamal, 4 Jamal, 5 Jamal, I mean, my 500,000 investment will be the best investment, because it's obviously Najib is going to lose. I think he's the biggest joke perhaps since the NFC cow in the condo thing lah. And the fact that this is Pimpinan Agung UMNO and they cannot restrain him and discipline him is actually a sign of many problems that Najib will have to face in the future.
What about the fact that he brought up the 18-month jail sentence and linked it to the Shahrizad thing towards the end?
He's definitely an idiot. Like, the fact that he doesn't... I didn't even realize that. Did you see that?
At the bottom?
Yeah, he's quite an idiot. Obviously, he doesn't know that it's two completely separate things. Yeah, I don't have to say any further. He's quite an idiot.